Dan came on the podcast in the second season, and I said, I asked him, I said, Dan, obviously we know the physical gifts and strength that Donovan has, right? People see all that. But I said, man, but from your perspective, what makes him different? Like, why do you think he was so successful? And, if it was anybody else, they might have said, oh, he has the ability, to his turnover and his cadence. But he said, Donovan has this uncanny ability to compartmentalize, right? Where he was just like, it didn't matter what it was or who may not have been clean or whatever the case may be. He just didn't care. And I asked Mr. Rose, and he says the same thing. He says, I don't understand it. The man he is just so locked in and so focused, Donovan. So speak about the mentality of what it takes to be a champion, right? Because not everybody can block out the world, but how were you able to do that in the toughest of moments? Because I'm sure you have to do that in life as well too, and not let that carry over.
Well, it's funny. I mean, I read a lot and I see a lot of when people talk about like Kobe with that Kobe Bryant with that Mamba mentality. For me, that's also the Donovan Bailey mentality or whatever my nickname might possibly be. But I was one of those people that I was all in, so like I put my eggs in one basket. That's just because like Kobe, I believe I can always build another basket. Again, it could be arrogance, or it could be confidence, or it could be a little naive. It could be a naivety. For me, it's just 100% confidence because I believe in myself. But when I put myself in a position to want a goal, then nothing else matters to me. And so that's why when people talk about never put your eggs in one basket, I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm going to do that. Right. And also, I mean, I'm very happy. Again, Mr. Rose, Ken, one of my best friends in the world. And also Dan, probably, Dan is permanently my coach for life.
Yeah.
What in Dan, for instance, our level of communication and my belief in what he was writing in my programs and what he believed in, like the things that he believed in me, the things that he saw was also impeccable. And Dan himself, I mean, he can talk about how it is I have the ability to compartmentalize. Dan is coaching, sometimes it's coaching 3 people, 10 people, 30 people. Now imagine that you have a man on the track and his ability to compartmentalize and be very specific and customize his teaching to every single individual athlete, by themselves. So essentially, I got along with Dan incredibly because I had that too. I mean, when I'm locked in, and I will ignore. I have the ability. I still have the ability to ignore everything, especially negative things that's going to bother you.